everyone. You should have studied about transformer in your school and other things. Can anybody say what's a transformer? Can anybody say what's a transformer? Have you
A
heard? Have you studied
transformer is a device which converts AC power into DC.
AC into DC? No, I will not accept that. Yes, can you read the first line of the text which you are seeing?
Yeah, transformer is a high efficient device for
For
transferring electrical energy from one
one
circuit to
circuit
another.
another without change in frequency. So see, yeah, transformer, basic thing, understand, transformer will work only for AC. It will not work for DC. Okay, so transformer is an AC device and it needs AC voltage as input. And what it is going to do, it is going to just transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit. So which means that a transformer is made up of, assuming what is given here, it is understood the transformer is going to have more number of circuits within that, and it is just going to transfer the electrical energy from one circuit to another circuit. And in bracket, you see it is given usually from one AC voltage level to another AC voltage level. So that AC is being retained. You are not converting from AC to DC, or you are not reconverting from DC to AC. It is going to transfer energy from AC to AC only. But what it is doing, it is going to alter the voltage levels. For example, if I am giving 120 volt AC to one end of transformer, sometimes this may become 230 volt. So here you see the voltage is getting increased. Same case, if I give 120 volt to one end of transformer, if I am getting 60 volt, my voltage is getting reduced. Remember, this 120, 230, 60 all are going to be AC. They are not DC, they are going to be AC. Okay, so transformer is a purely alternating current or alternating voltage based device, which is going to transfer the energy from one side to another side. So while transferring, it may either reduce the voltage level or it may either increase the voltage level. So that two types of transformers maybe you can relate like that. So please understand, this is purely an AC device. It has nothing to do with DC. And see, just like transformer, you don't have any device for to do this for transferring the voltage from one end to another end. So is the basics of a transformer clear? And applications, every street has a transformer, right? The transformer is mainly for transmitting and distributing power over long distances. So at the end of your street, you have a transformer. It is going to distribute the power to all your houses in that street. So mainly used for transmission and distribution. So from one end of the line, you will be getting the power high voltage signal, and it will be distributed to all the houses along your street. So generation, see, only when power is generated, you can distribute it, right? So generation usually happens at power stations. You have many methods of generation of power, right? You have thermal power, you have hydroelectric power, you have solar power. Nowadays, you have wind energy based power. So all these stations will generate AC voltage and transmit. And these AC voltages will be arriving at this transformer that will be stepped down to 230 volt at our houses for supply. Okay, and generation, or however the voltage generated value is going to be, when you are going to send the generated voltage over long distances, we usually prefer to send at high voltage levels. So you see, even though you generate at 11 kilovolt, you increase it to 132 kilovolt, you increase it to 220 kilovolt, and again you increase it to 440 kilovolt. So finally, what you send is 440 kilovolt in your high voltage power lines. So why I am going for high voltage transmission is, see here, when you are going to transmit power at high voltages, definitely as per Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, right? So when you are going to transmit volt at high voltages, definitely the power current is going to be less. So I'm going to have low currents traveling through my wire. So when the current is going to be less, the loss is also going to be less. I square R is going to be the loss when the signal is traveling through a wire, right? So when the current is going to be less, relatively the power loss is going to be minimum. So when you transmit signal at very high voltages, two things you achieve. One is less power loss. Another thing is the cost becomes very, very small. The cost of lines, the cost to manufacture those high voltage lines are going to be very, very minimal. Okay, so that's why you transmitted high voltage. At the receiving end, you see, you get 440 kilovolt, but you need only 220 volt. So I need to reduce from 440 to 220 volt before I'm going to give it to my houses. Is that clear? This is the basics of generation and distribution of power clear. We remember power is produced how in whatever voltage power is going to be produced, it is usually stepped up to a very high value for transmission, because when you transmit voltage at very high values, the loss is going to be very, very minimal. And also the cost to install the cables to carrying that power is going to be very, very minimal. So when you transmit at 440 kilovolt, you see here at the receiver, the 440 kilovolt is brought down to 400 volt or 220 volt. For domestic purposes, you are going to use 220 volt. For industry purposes, you are going to use 400 volt. So it is stepped down from 440 kilovolt to 400 or 220 and given to your industry or houses for operating your appliances. Okay, so this stepping up from 440 kilovolt to 440 kilovolt and again stepping down from 440 kilovolt to 400 or 220 volt is done by a transformer. And the transformer is a static device. It's not going to have any moving part. So it practically does not need any maintenance and supervision. So you need not have a separate person near your transformer sitting always to monitor whether transformer is working well or not. So it is going to work well most of the time. And in case if a problem occurs, we need to go and inspect the site and see what the problem with the transformer. So the transformer electrically isolates the end user from the contact with supply voltage. So end user doesn't know how much power is coming to the transformer. Transformer always gives 220 volt for him. He is never aware of how much power is coming as input to your transformer. So transformer completely isolates your end user and the input. The transformer always delivers the required amount of voltage to you, and you will never be bothered to find how much is coming to your transformer. So in that case, I can say transformer is going to isolate the end user with the supply voltage. So it is just going to constantly give you 220 volt for operating all your devices, and you need not worry about how much is coming to your transformer and how much is going out of the transformer. You will be getting 220 volt constantly arriving at your main of your house. And I told you transformer is an AC device, so it's going to be 220 or 230 volt 50 hertz. So 230 is going to be your peak value, and from 230 volt, if you divide by root 2, you will get the RMS value. Okay, so applications of transformers. So transformers are used in communication circuits. As you go in higher semesters, you will be learning more about transformers in these domains, in communication circuits, in radio and TV circuits, telephone circuits, instrumentation control systems, audio transformers, couple amplifiers to match devices. So all these are going to be some application of transformers. So as and when you read a subject in your higher semesters, you will be clearly understanding how a transformer is used there to achieve the particular functionality. For now, assume that transformer is used for transmitting and distributing electrical power in the form of voltage. In all electrical thing, we always correlate power to voltage only. We will not correlate power to current. So in any transformer, you will see they will put only the voltage rating and not the current rating, because it is easy to correlate with voltage than with current. Okay. So any doubt so far regarding the basics of transformer, you can ask it now.